Good morning, students. Welcome back to your maths class. Today, we are going to revise another topic from the same chapter, large numbers. The topic for today's revision is Roman numbers. So let's start the revision. Do you know the ancient Romans used letters to write Roman numbers? Even today, at many places, the building dates and public buildings are marked in Roman numerals. We also use Roman numerals in clocks and watches. Here are some letters used to write the numbers. So, the symbol I is equal to 1, V is equal to 5, X is equal to 10, L is equal to 50, C is equal to 100, D is equal to 500, and M is equal to thousands. We must know that there are three important rules for writing Roman numbers. The three rules are rules of repetition, rule of addition, and rule of subtraction. Rule of repetition has three rules within it. The first rule says that when a symbol is repeated twice or thrice, its value is multiplied by 2 or 3 respectively. Just like you can see here, m is equal to 1000, but when m is repeated twice, it is multiplied by 2, which means 1000 into 2 is equal to 2000. And when m is repeated thrice, it is multiplied by 3, which means 1000 into 3 is equal to 3000. Second rule of repetition says that symbol I, X, C and M can be repeated 3 times at maximum. As you can see here, 1 is equal to I, 2 is equal to I and I, 3 is equal to I and I, but 4 is not equal to I and I. 4 is equal to I and V. The third rule of repetition says that symbols V, L and D are never repeated. That is, symbols for 5, 50 and 500 cannot be repeated. As you can see here, for 10 we write X instead of writing V and V. Rule of addition says that if a symbol of smaller value is written to the right of a symbol of higher value, we add the smaller value to the greater value. As you can see here, xi is equal to 10 plus 1, which is equal to 11. Then comes the third rule, rule of subtraction. If a symbol of smaller value is to the left of a symbol of higher value, we subtract the smaller value from the higher value. That is, for example, xc. X is equal to 10 and c is equal to 100. If x is written before c, so we will subtract 10 from 100, which will be equal to 90, which means that the value of xc is 90. Second rule of subtraction says that symbols V, L and D cannot be subtracted from any number. As you can see here, for 95 we cannot write it as V and C. Instead of that, we write it as X, C and V. The third rule of subtraction says that I, X and C are used to subtract. There are just 6 combinations. IV is equal to 4, XL which is equal to 40, C and D which is equal to 400, IX which is equal to 9, XC which is equal to 90, and CM which is equal to 900. Here is an example for a larger Roman numeral. Suppose the question is MCMXXXI is equal to what? So we know that I is equal to 1, XXX which is equal to 30, then CM which is equal to 900, and M is equal to 1000. So we can write it as 1000 plus 900 plus 30 plus 1 equals to 1931. So that's it for today's class. Take care, study well, and thank you.